Saving the Victor Roll. How's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. It is another video from your older than average YouTuber here on the YouTubes. And we are starting a new series on our channel, and this is going to be Monday by the Decades, and we are starting from 1900 to 1910, and we will be doing a look and trying to recreate the makeup that they would have used at that time. So if that's something you're interested in, you're in the right place. And you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. Hey, something new. I was kind of thinking because my name twin does, I think it's Blue Mondays, and everybody, a lot of times people have themes for things, especially if you want to use the makeup that is in your collection. So I thought I was going to do Mondays by the Decade, and we're starting from 1900 to 1910. So basically what I've read here was that commercial makeup was very limited at the turn of the century, and it was mostly theatrical actresses that would buy colored grease. They used it to highlight the eyes, the lips, and the cheeks. And then these in turn were adopted by mainstream women who attempted to emulate the actresses that they saw live on stage. Face paint was very heavy and looked ghastly in person, so druggists designed lighter face powders, eyebrow pencils, and rouge to apply to the masses. So basically for the face, they used a light powder with a pinkish undertone. So we're going to be using the Nukia Joy Velvet Brightening Powder. So that's what we're going to do there. It says here for eyeshadow, smudged brown or black for any time. Blue eyeliner for daytime by 1910. So I'm going to do a little bit of a smudgy black. And then it says mascara for darkening light lashes, which I do have, and I'm going to be using a vintage inspired one from Besame, and it's going to be their cream mascara. And then for eyebrows, they were a deep curve over eyes, darkened with black or brown pencil. So I grabbed myself a dark brown pencil here. And then it says for lips, a berry red rouge. So we're going to be using the Snow White Red from Besame. Fortunately, most of my Besames, because I bought so many of them over time, a lot of them are now going to be for display because they have gone off, but I do still have some that are good and some recent purchases. And then it says for blush, rouge was applied all over the cheeks from the nose, over the apples, down, and then all the way through the temple. So you're basically getting a full bit of blush. And for that, I'm going to be using a cream blush, and we're going to be using the Disco Cream Blusher from Indie Beat Cosmetics, and it is a pinky shade that is called Boogie Fever. So we're going to use that. The ideal face of the Edwardian era was that of a porcelain doll, with pale white face, flushed cheeks, small, bright red lips, and arched eyebrows. The youthful, no makeup natural look was the ideal, yet women used makeup to achieve it. Powder absorbed oils, reducing shine on the nose and forehead. Coloring eyebrows opened up pretty eyes. Applying rouge to cheeks and lips gave the face a healthy glow. So here's one of the photos that I looked at for inspiration, and then here is the second one. So I've kind of did my hair, and I had some other photos picked, but I thought we were going to go with kind of more of a look because these two makeup looks kind of went with the description, but having your hair up like this was very also in the Edwardian era, and it's easy for me to do. So I thought that's what we're going to do. So yeah, so we're going to be using these two looks. Again, this is the kind of one in the sailor outfit here, and the next one here, which is a more elegant nighttime type look. You know, for like a ball, a debutante ball, or a dance. So I thought we could play with those. I mean, these are drawings. They're looking like they have a little eyeshadow, but we're just going to do the smudged look. So there we go. And then I have a little Edwardian inspired top on. So here we go. So I'm just going to keep this one photo up so I can, or these two photos up so I can take a bit of a look. So we will start, I think, with the brows first. And I've got a vintage mirror to use as well, so I thought that would be fun. So now for tools, I am going to assume it was more things like puffs, They did have, I've seen some videos of some like kind of floofy brushes. So, but I'm just going to use as little as possible, but also stuff that can achieve the look using modern things. I have collected a lot of vintage hair things, and I have in makeup, I have I have a couple vintage things, but you can't use them because they're definitely expired. But I don't have any like makeup brushes or anything that are vintage inspired, so we're gonna have to go with that. So I think the first thing we're probably going to want to do is the brows. Then we're going to want to do the powder, I think. And then, yeah, because we don't want to, because we're going to use a cream blush, we don't want to, I don't think we want to dry it down. So there wasn't really instructions. I could have bought a makeup book. I'm still very tempted. So I got some of the photos and some of the information from Glamour Days. They have collected vintage makeup styles and videos, and they have a channel on YouTube which is really excellent, and you can watch some of the original movies and how to do things. And they do have a PDF version of all the decades that they collected from original makeup books, and I'm really kind of tempted to get that. But I thought for now, we're just gonna kind of wing it and see what we can do by matching the photos. So we're gonna start with the brow. I'm just using this one here that I have for Makeup Geek. And again, I don't know what kind of brushes they would have had, but I'm just going to use our traditional spoolie here, and then gonna try and do an archy brow, which mine are anyways. I've never really done a lot to change the shape of my brows. When I've got brows done or when I do them myself, I just kind of keep to its natural shape and just pull out clean it up or get the longer hairs. I definitely need to do them again or get them done another time. I'm trying to save money, so I've been not getting my nails done, coloring my own hair, which I did this morning, doing my roots, trying to take care of my own brows, things like that. The upkeep is expensive. So, and then I can do my brows a bit darker since I have darker hair right now. Really like this pencil. Sadly, I can't get it anymore. So once it's gone, I've got a few others that I've got in the pike to try, but I really did quite like this one. And I would think that having a way darker brow as well would show if you were making your face a very white, as porcelain as you can. I'm not going to use any grease makeup or any foundation. At first I was thinking I could use my Danessa Myricks one, the balm one, but I thought I'm just going to go and try and I did my skincare this morning and just try to do it natural while still playing with makeup. So there we go. Oh, I think those turned out really good. I think I should do my brows like this more often. I like this pencil. Okay, so now let's do the powder on the face. So again, this is the Nakia Joy, and it is the Velvet Brightening Powder. I really like this a lot. I usually use a sponge, but I'm going to use a little brush today. Ooh, I got a little bit. And then let's see what this does when it's not on top of a foundation or anything. Ooh, flying in the air. There we go. I mean, I guess I'm lucky I'm already pale. And I guess maybe if you're using a bit of a pinkish powder, it'll blend into your reds a little bit, I think, because I can get a little blotchy in the face. And then at least then we've, I guess, mattified our face a little bit, made it a little bit brighter. Like I said, I do like this smell a lot. But yeah, no, I could imagine using grease paint, how it would have looked maybe great in photos or far away on the stage, but how terrible it probably looked in person for sure. But that's like with drag makeup today too. It's usually very heavy and everything, and then from far away it all looks beautiful and elegant, and with the hot lights. But up close, it's a lot of makeup. Alrighty, so let's smudge an eyebrow here, or my eyelid. So I got this from Sephora. This is their Colorful Shadow Stick and Liner. This is the 24-hour matte black. I also had bought one in a green shade. I have seen a few people that I watch can make nice smudgy eyes. I'm not that good at it, but I have been practicing a little bit. So I thought we could do this. Oh, I must have used this on something because there's a bit of a shine on the end. Okay, there we go. So I thought I'm going to do it very close to the lashes because it didn't look like in the photo that there was a lot. And then I brought a little brush to try and smudge it out a little bit. I was almost going to use the green one anyways, but it's a very army green. I could have used one of my blue pencils, but what I like about this one is that it is very soft, and that way you can easily smudge a little bit, some eyeliner, and then I can put on top if it fades away too much, a little bit more. But some of my other liners I think are a little bit too hard to give the and then looking at the photo, did they do any underneath the eye? The one here does look like there is a little bit on the lower lash line as well. So I'm going to actually use this by brush though, and then I'm going to put a little on the lower lash line as well. There we go, just so it matches it a little bit. I think that looks a little bit more like the first photo, but there we go, we've got a little bit there. We'll leave the mascara till the end. Alrighty, let's and the lips, of course. So now let's play a little bit with the blush. I thought what I'm going to do, the ones here have a really nice pinkish shade, but because it's all over, I'm going to use a sponge to be a little bit more gentle with it. Yeah, so it's literally from here all the way down to almost, basically almost to the jawline. So let's see how that looks. And then also over the nose a little bit, the way it looks and the way it was described. And it didn't say for the cheek blush, it just said a rouge. So I'm going to assume that they would have meant a like a cream one. You know, some of the early Besame ones, you can still get them when they were first doing their makeup other than lipstick, that they had some rouge blushes. Ooh, this is a lot. Maybe a little powder over top. Like here with the lights, it doesn't look as much, but in person, wow, that's a lot of blush we got going on here, even for the person who likes a lot of blush. Okay. I guess for a flushed, healthy look is what they were trying to go for, I think, by having so much blush on. So there we go. Next up, let's play with the mascara before we do the lips. So again, this is from Besame. I got this end of last year. I'd always wanted to try this one. I used to have, or I still have it, but it's expired now, the pancake one where you wet it with water. I really like that one, but I thought this would be a lot of fun too. And then I think they have some quick tips on here as well. So it says here to use, squeeze desired amount, use applicator to brush product onto the lashes. So you can tell it is black. I believe they make a brown one as well. And then it's just like a spoolie. So I'm going to assume that doing the brows, if they had mascara, they would have had spoolies to do the brows as well. So I think that wouldn't be. I think I like this one a little bit better than the pancake one, because the pancake one, if you use too much water, it gets too thin. So it's kind of like using your water activated liners. You have to get the right consistency to get it to work right. And there we go. Got some mascara on. Let's put our lid back on. Okay, so we've got our brows, we've got our little bit of pink, we've got our little bit smudgy eye, and then now we're going to do our lip. And again, this is the Snow White shade from Besame. What I like about the Besame that it has like the built-in like lip liner, so you can shape your lips. And there we go. And I just put on some like little pearl earrings, and there we go. There is our 1910 look. Again, it's very simple. the girls in these photos are absolutely stunning. But yeah, there we go. Brows might be a little bit more heavier, but we do have all the blush like that, a little bit of black there. So there we go. That's it. This will be a nice, easy, short video for today, and with us starting with 1900 to 1910. So there we go. That's our video for today. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe even hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends and play with vintage style makeup together. As always, behave, make good choices, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.